Hey, this is Shiraz, and before we get started, I just want to let you know that when I clear something for someone, when I cause a shift, I tend to yawn and cough from the energetic shift that happens. I don't know why it happens. It's just how my body works. And if you don't know that, you're going to listen to this video and go, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You might still think that, but now there's more of an explanation. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you hear something that you can absolutely relate to, when I cleared for them, you can get it cleared for you too. Just say yes when they're saying yes, and it works. I have people that watch these videos every morning to get stuff cleared. This can be your new morning habit too. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get a great shift out of it. See you soon.
Okay, so first of all, my entire body is like literally has released most of it, and it started from like head from toe to head, or somewhere shoulder to head. Anyways, I'm in the head part. So one of the things that I'm noticing as I'm releasing is that on Thursday, I have an opportunity to pitch a multi-million-dollar contract. And as I'm preparing it, there's just resistance about, are my numbers going to be enough? Can I ask for the double what I think? Like, I could pull it off with 2 million, but ideally 10 million would be great, Yep. So trying to continue to heal and move forward from whatever money blocks that I have about my worth and my value.
Mm-hmm. Are you valuable enough?
I am, yes.
Okay, that's not completely true. So I can see you can feel it when you answered too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and it's weird because we're saying enough as though it's related to the 2 million, but it feels like this general. Who taught you that you're not enough?
Geez. I mean, it's something that from childhood I always had to behave appropriately, whatever that meant. I mean, I know what it meant, but those are my parents. It's like a generational trauma healing situation,
So it's your family story that you're not enough?
That I am. So I believe everyone sees my potential, and then a lot of times I feel like if I don't meet whatever they expect it to be, it's going to be disappointing for them. And then I feel ashamed. Or if I'm successful, then who about to ask me for money?
Okay. Okay, so you've got three things going on there. Number one, you don't feel like you're enough. Number two, you have to live up to other people's expectations of you. And number three, if you do live up to those expectations, they're just going to ask you for money.
Right.
Okay, so because this is these are really interesting ones. So throw a yes in the chat if you can relate to any or all of those issues right there. Okay, so it's looking like a bunch of people are going to be able to get some relief from this conversation. Okay. All right. Okay, so actually, let's start with expectations. So everyone's going to have expectations of you, right? And keep in mind, some of the expectations are you need to do really well. But some people have the expectations of you're no good, you're not going to amount to anything, right? So those are still expectations. And what we often do is we try to live according to other people's expectations. And even though they may have negative expectations, our unconscious mind wants approval. And so if they have those negative expectations, unconsciously we're going, oh, if I want to fit in and I want to be approved, then I've got to suck because they think I suck. It's crazy how insidious it can be, because approval means being part of a clan or a family, and we have this, what we call the lizard brain, which is like all the way from caveman era, which if you're not in a part of a clan, you're on your own and you die because wild animals will kill you, right? That doesn't happen today, but our brain still goes to that space. So you keep wanting other people's approval. Here's the thing. When you stop giving a crap about what other people think of you, and you just be you, knowing you're trying to do the best you can, you're trying to do good in the world, you're trying to be successful, then they lose their power over you. And they will react because they want to have that control, especially if you've been giving it to them. If you've been trying to live up to expectations and they feel you're not going to, they're going to react. And that's going to cause you to go, oh, they're reacting. I better go do what I was doing before. That's the withdrawal kicking in. You have to keep doing what you're doing and let them act out until they realize, well, she's just going to keep doing what she's doing. And then they'll calm down again. Right? Okay, so this happened to me growing up because I kept going on these trips that people are like, what the hell are you doing? Stop going on trips and spending money when you could be making money. But every time I went on a trip and I spent the money, I had an amazing time. I came back and something really cool would happen to me and I'd make more money. And after I'd done it the third time, they're like, just let him do whatever the hell he wants. He's just crazy and it keeps working for him. So are you willing to step out of your story that you have to live up to other people's expectations of you?
Yes.
Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to make sure people don't get upset with who you are? Ow, there's a bunch of people reacting to that. I want to is not a yes.
Okay, let's get into yes.
Okay, if you want freedom, you have to let people be upset with who you are. Because here's the thing, some people are going to get upset when you change. Some people are going to cheer you on. Some people are going to be like, cool. Some people are going to be like, oh my God, me too. And you're going to inspire them. But as long as you're focused on the ones that get upset, no one gets to change. So let's try it again. Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to make sure no one gets upset with who you are?
Yes.
That's better.
I'm going to tell you the title. The title of the thing that's making me anxious is the title of my talk for this thing that I'm putting together.
Yep.
And it's Women, Veteran, and Female Military Service Members are the nation's emotional backbone and heartbeat.
Okay. And
that saying that to a crowd of people was invoking a lot of fear in me. But I believe that is the message that I need to give.
Okay. So you're worried about their reaction to your message. But do you believe it's a message that needs to be heard?
Yes.
So then stop worrying about their reaction, because the people that get it will become your champions. They'll become your cheerleaders. The people that don't get it, they don't matter. They'll go on and listen to someone else talk.
True that.
Okay. So are you willing to step out of the story that you have to make sure everyone likes and agrees with your message?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Actually, we're going to go to the money part next. Is it better not to have money than to have money and have people asking you for it?
No.
Well, that was a choice. There's like, okay, which no are you?
Right.
Would you rather have the money and have people asking you for it, or just not have the money so you don't have to bother with them?
I'd rather have the money.
Okay. So that would be the correct answer, except it's not coming up true for you. How do you feel when people are asking you for money?
Annoyed.
Yeah. Anything else?
Just annoyed because you don't know my situation. So
okay.
There's an assumption that I put on it that I know is an assumption. But it's like, why are you asking me for mine when you don't know my situation?
Okay. Are there people in your life that if they ask for money, you have to give it to them?
The idea is that if I had it, they would expect me to give it to them.
Okay,
I know
that's not what I asked. I asked, are there people that if you had money, you have to give it to them? If they ask for it, you have to give it.
I do not have to give it to them. No, I don't have to give it to them.
Okay, I like how you're being very emphatic. Your brain's in a different space, but this is good. You're trying to break it down here. Okay. So are you willing to step out of the story that if there are certain people in your life that if they ask for money, you have to give it to them if you have it?
Yes.
Are you willing to step out of the story that it's better not to have money than to have money and have people asking for it?
Yes.
Okay. Because here's the thing. Some people are going to ask. A lot of people are not going to ask. They're just going to like respect you and your boundaries. But there's always going to be that few, and that few that you worry about are the ones that are keeping you from making the money so you can feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So now the last one.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Well, there were three things. There was expectations, there was making money, and there was worthiness.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. You have to understand that every person is born full of value and worthiness.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when you grow up, that doesn't diminish. But we're taught that it does. We're taught that as we get older, it's about what we do, not who we are. Right? So when you get stuck in that story that it's what you do and not who you are, then when you feel you aren't doing enough, you feel you can't receive a lot from other people or from the universe. Okay. But I want you to start looking at it this way. You have inherent value, and what you do is a vehicle to express that value. So you could do anything and receive for it. And you could do anything anyway and receive for it. And the more you allow yourself to just be in that value of who you are, the more people are going to recognize that value and be willing to pay you for it. Now, when you get this to like Jedi master levels, people will pay you just to be in the room with them. Okay? They will literally pay you to be in the room with them. And you don't have to do anything else. So, are you willing to step out of the story that your value comes from what you do and not who you are?
Yes.
That was more of a question than an answer. What's going on there?
Well, it is. It's this Thursday. Thursday is feeling like make or break for me. This is like the big proposal. This is the establishment of the business. This is moving for what I've been doing all my life.
Okay.
And so that was the question that you heard.
Okay. But when you get that you have value and you just have to step into it, the people that are there on Thursday are going to recognize your value. They're going to recognize it in you, and they're going to recognize it in what you're trying to do. And they'll get on board.
Yeah.
Here, look at your kid there. Do you sit there and go, look, you haven't brought any money into this household. You are not worth a dime.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but you see the value. You see the value. It's inherent.
Yes.
Okay? Just because you're older doesn't mean that goes away, right? Your life experience actually amplifies it. Everything you've been through, good and bad, have amplified your value. You are worth millions upon millions if you allow yourself to receive that.
Yes. Yeah, if I feel like I'm not making everyone happy or comfortable, then that's like what I was kind of taught to do. Then I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Okay. So are you willing to step out of your family story that if you're not making everyone happy and comfortable, you are doing something wrong?
Yes, they're miserable. All of you.
Yeah. Here's this is what I say as far as advice goes from other people. Don't take advice about something from someone who's not doing amazing in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if someone says, if you want to be happy, you got to make sure everyone's taken care of. If that person isn't happy, tell them to shut the hell up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. If you got people saying, look, I'll tell you how to make a lot of money. If that person isn't making a lot of money, tell them to shut the hell up. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's that simple.
Yes. Except for I wouldn't do that.
Well,
to this person, my mother. But yes.
Yeah, no, I
yes.
get it. I'm being more dramatic.
Get it.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. And that makes sense why a lot of my stress has been relieving out of my body. Mm-hmm. I've been setting the real boundary with her. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Man, I feel good. I feel good. I have to keep practicing though, because I feel it slipping back in that doubt, but I'll be listening to this again and again until Thursday.
Right. I'll make sure I get the recording out tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like. And if you had a shift of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Also, check out the description for energetic magic events that you can attend every single month. Be well, be aware, and be magical.